So another week.
Another week of your boy, huh?
Of Trump, yeah. So apparently a few days ago, 2 days ago, the New York Times ran an anonymous story. Apparently it was from somebody, a senior official in the Trump
That's
administration.
in the White House.
Yeah.
Okay.
So usually, when you hear anonymous sources, you don't really take that seriously. But the New York Times, they don't really run with trash.
So it gives it a little credence and
Yeah,
credibility.
because it was the New York Times. So basically, the person is saying that within the actual administration, there are people working behind the scenes trying to correct what Trump is doing.
And they're trying to stop him from doing other things.
They're trying to stop him from doing a lot of things too. But they're saying that it's difficult because because they're in the public eye, and a lot of people are trying to stop them because they're followers of Trump, but they're also trying to work behind it. So it's like
it's a weird
triple
yes,
agent. Like
things
it's a
going
lot going on. Yeah,
I even heard he ordered the hit on a Syrian leader, and his general told him, "We're gonna do that." And as soon as they got the phone, he said, "Yo, we're not gonna do that." So that's crazy. I heard there was a bill on his desk that he was going to sign, and somebody just took the bill away, and he was, I know there was a bill here. Yeah. Now there's no bill.
So
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, as a result of that article, people are calling for the invoking of the 25th Amendment,
which is rare. Explain this 25th Amendment.
So the 25th Amendment is when a president dies or is disabled or cannot. They physically can't do the job of the presidency, so the vice president will take over permanently, right? So people are saying that Trump, because of books from like Bob Woodward, I don't know if you know him.
I'm not familiar.
He was from the Watergate case.
Oh, right. He actually has a book coming out.
It's a book. I think it's out already.
Okay.
And people are saying that Trump is literally mentally unfit to do that job.
Okay.
So people are saying. We should invoke the 25th Amendment, even though I think that's a little reach. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you would need a lot to prove somebody is mentally unfit.
But according to this report, it almost sounds like they have to do something.
But everybody's within the administration is saying that wasn't me. They said it was Mike Pence. Mike Pence said it wasn't me.
So they don't know who the leak is.
No, they don't know who the leak is. No.
So everybody's a suspect.
Yes. But again, I don't know if we want Pence in there, B.
No, I don't think you want Pence. You damn if you do and you damn if you don't.
Yeah.
With this administrative, because Pence looked like he ready to put that work in.
Don't you think that I feel like we're spending too much energy on trying to get him out rather than trying to build for us?
You mean black people?
Black people, yeah.
Well, we're the masters of being distracted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So our energy is a lot of time what feeds this. Now, there's another guy called Q Ran or something in the Patriot community, and they speak about him or being in the White House and leaking information of a lot of things that Trump is doing that is supposed to be good. You know what I mean? And when you say drain the swamp, remember that a lot of times, as I speak about, this is a war that we only get bits and pieces and chunks that come off the table that we can even process what's going on. Because I've always been taught a wise man can play the role of a fool, but a fool can never play the role of a wise man.
I don't know if I spoke about this on the podcast, but I watched a documentary on Trump on Netflix. And it showed like his younger days, like his rise, and he is the epitome of white supremacy in the sense that he literally does whatever he wants without moral. Like, he doesn't look at morality. I'm gonna do that.
Right.
And what was telling to me was in his younger days, it was some building that he was trying to get off the ground in Manhattan. Mm-hmm. And when he was explaining the building, it looked complete opposite from what you see at a presidential podium. He looked sharp. He knew exactly what his points were. He knew statistics. He knew all of that. So I'm just like, yo.
And now he looks crazy.
Now he looks unhinged. You know what I'm saying?
Unhinged.
So like, I feel like he's playing stupid.
Listen. As my man the Joker said, it's all a part of the plan. Right? Mm-hmm. Pay very close attention. And if he's out of there, he's supposed to be out of there. If you see Pence in there, right, that's a part of the plan. Don't ever forget that, because that's how they get down.
And we don't want that. Like Pence is a professional politician.
Absolutely. Hegelian, but now we go back to the Hegelian dialect.
Right.
They got the sandwich, they got the problem and the solution. They're just waiting for your reaction to reach a fever pitch where something has to be done. Now, up under that are these pure white folk, the pure 100% racist white folks who are ready to tear this country up if something does happen to Trump.
Right.
These are just triggers. These are people who...
And he said that.
Yeah. If you get rid of me, the body count is going to go up in this country.
He said expect violence.
Expect violence. So we have to understand...
He definitely said that.
That there are, bits and pieces and layers. And we here at Urban X, we don't have the answers to this. We're just trying to throw some stuff up on the board so that our decoders and you know what I'm saying, in the not the chat, the comment section can start a conversation, and we can kind of put this together, because there are some things going on in this country that just don't fit well.
One of the things I always bring up to people when they're so gung ho on Trump being an actual problem, or we should have voted Hillary, whatever, right? Think about the fact that Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, they're millionaires.
Yes.
Right? Because they're millionaires, they benefit directly from Republican ideologies and policies like tax and things like that.
Absolutely.
And we're not going to talk, and then let's not even go into the fact that they rape Haiti,
blind
funds.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And where is the money for that?
And every time somebody begins an investigation, something happens to them.
Exactly.
All right. Side note with that, my man Hakeem Green from Channel Live and my son put out a dope new song called Dump Trump. I'm not sure what the website is. Go to madism.com, I believe that is. And it's a dope breakdown of, and you know my disposition that Trump is not the problem, but I understand there are layers, because I just got finished saying there are layers to this. So yeah, we do need to dump Trump, but that's not going to solve the problems. But it doesn't mean that we can't remove that that target. So sometimes we get caught in the right and wrong, and you can be right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? At the same time. So we always speak about layers. So yeah, and my son was recently at the Kavanaugh hearing.
At the hearing, because Kavanaugh is Trump's Supreme Court nominee,
and he was at the hearings.
He's an interesting case, because he doesn't, he has his views on abortion.
Absolutely.
So people are afraid that if he gets in, he'll be the fifth vote to overturn cases like Roe versus Wade. Yeah.
And things of that nature.
And then people are saying that he has emails, talking about it. So there
are some damaging emails out here.
And I think they're trying to release them. I think Cory Booker is his name.
Yeah, Cory Booker, the senator.
The senator Cory Booker. He said he will have his team release those emails no matter what the punishment is for him.
Okay, so we're gonna keep our eye on that. Sitting behind Kavanaugh was Zena Bash, and she had the white supremacy symbol. Rocking.
And it's crazy, because at first she didn't have it up. Right, and then it looked like she got a text from somebody, and then
told them to throw that up.
Throw it up in the thing.
You know what I'm saying? When you see this, it's 3 6s. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes a symbol now for white supremacy. We know it as 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, and 6 protons, which is the basis of melanin, which makes us better than you. Now today they had Condoleezza Rice sitting behind him.
Okay.
They trying. I guess they must have picked up on that energy as well. So just some things to kind of think about. Peace. This is the Black Dot, author of the underground classic Hip Hop Decoded and Urban Culture Decoded. For 15 years, I've been decoding hip hop, breaking it down, giving you it piece by piece, the DNA of hip hop, all of its multifaceted components. For the next 15 years, I want you to join me as I give you hip hop recoded, and we put it back together, giving you its RNA so that we don't leave the next generation lost. But I have to give you a disclaimer. I am not a hip hop guru. This is not hip hop law. This is for pure entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor. So before you take the red pill and go with us into the matrix of hip hop, consult your doctor to see if hip hop recoded is for you. With that being said, we thank you for your patronage, and we see you on the other side. Peace.